Well, the Melbourne Festival of Racing kicked off in sensational style here this morning at Docklands as we brace ourselves for an onslaught of champions to appear at this year's Melbourne Festival of Racing, and there's no doubt it's going to be an exciting time on the track. We're talking about Black Caviar, Sepoy and Helmet in particular, who are all vying for overseas riches as they continue their campaigns. Greg Carpenter, the General Manager of Racing from Racing Victoria, joins me to have a chat about what we can expect from these champion horses, Greg. And let's start off with Black Caviar. What are your expectations of her heading towards Europe?
Well, Andrew, it's going to be a festival of rare quality, I think, and as you say, the headline act will no doubt be Black Caviar. The best horse in the Southern Hemisphere, the best sprinter in the world for the last 2 years, the best mare there's been in the world in the modern era. And when she lines up this week in the All Stakes, it's going to be something new for her. She's going to go from the 1200 to the 1400 for the first time, which is a nice challenge in itself. And of course, she's going to be threatened or challenged in some respects by Southern Speed, the Caulfield Cup winner, who we've already seen come back to the track. So it's a really exciting new dimension for Black Caviar. Let's hope she can maintain that unbeaten run through the Festival of Racing and then head overseas with the same level of expectation that we saw Farlap do it almost exactly 80 years ago.
Just on those other two horses, Black Caviar seems to be grabbing all the headlines, but we can't forget as Australians that we're sending over Sepoy, the Blue Diamond winner from his 2-year-old career, and Helmet, the Caulfield Guineas winner, over to Europe as well. What can we expect from them? I mean, Paul Snowden is very confident of their ability to perform, and I suspect you're no different.
Well, Sepoy has already been crowned the champion 3-year-old sprinter of the world in 2011 on an international rating of 123, which is an extraordinary accolade for, again, a horse who hasn't raced beyond the Australian shores. He's a very, very professional horse. He won the Blue Diamond and the Golden Slipper double, which hadn't been done for a long, long time, and he won a Group 1 contest in the spring against older horses and against his own age group. So he's already acknowledged as one of the best sprinters in the world, and I know that the Darley team are very keen for him to showcase his abilities as part of the Dubai Carnival. Be ironic, would it not, if they line up against each other for the first time overseas, Black Caviar and Sepoy. And it will always take a very good horse to beat Sepoy because he's such a professional sprinter. Again, with luck, he would be going in with an unbeaten record as well. He's only ever lost on one occasion. With Helmet, he had an international rating of 119. I think it's fair to say the Caulfield Guineas, where he raced against Manawanu, was probably one of the highlight races of the Spring Carnival. It was a great contest. We'll see him a couple of times, hopefully, through the Festival of Racing. And on what I have seen so far of the 3-year-olds heading towards the UA Derby as part of the World Cup Carnival, I would fully expect that he would win that race and assert his authority in that division, and then hopefully go on to Europe for the 2012 summer and again prove himself to be one of the best of his age on the world stage.
Sepoy and Helmet have both got maybe 1 or 2 runs here before they go. Would winning here enhance their careers any further before they head overseas?
Well, I think absolutely with Sepoy. In all prospect, he'll go into the Oakley Plate against older horses as the top weight. If he gets 58 kilos, that's the equivalent of an older horse having 61. We've already seen Bell Sprinter return to the track last week and show that he's a world-class sprinter, and Sepoy's going to have to give him weight. So if he could beat Bell Sprinter, I think that he will probably improve on his rating of 123 that he achieved last year. With Helmet, he's going to be running against opposition at set weights, but he will be taking on Machine in the Australian Guineas. Now, we saw her win a Victoria Oaks by 9 lengths. We saw her come back last week and win at set weights against the Colts in the sprint distance. And win in dominant fashion. So that's going to be a great clash, the Australian Guineas. And again, if he can prove her master over 1,600 metres, there is some prospect that his international rating could also push up to the 120. So they can both achieve quite a bit in their cameo performances here in the Festival of Racing and hopefully carry on that good work when they get to Dubai.
Thanks for your time, Greg.
Thanks, Andrew.
Greg Carpenter, the General Manager of Racing for Racing Victoria, joining us talking about Sepoy, Helmet and, of course, Black Caviar.